So life started in the Americas. Native Americans looked the closest like God. God left us in charge. He left us in charge to take care of the animals, the birds, the fish, plant the gardens and all that, the Amazon. The Garden of Eden is in the Americas. That's where all life, all creation began. We've always been on Turtle Island. Turtle Island was Pangea. So our story of Sky Woman and the Creator Twins and Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan, right? Native Americans are the oldest. This is the land of the giants. This is where you find the most giant remains. All the stories in the Bible, from the Quran to the Torah to the Bible, right? All those stories are stories stolen from indigenous cultures and put all into one book. They're originally our stories. Native Americans have giant DNA. We're the Nephilim. All those stories from Adam and Noah happened over here. This is the old world, right? But Asians, the migration happened in reverse, right? Humans were hunter-gatherers, chased megafauna game out of the Americas. Zebras, horses, lions, cheetahs, elephants, camels, horses, they all come from the Americas. Every single one of them. All the birds, all the fish, all the plants, everything comes from the Americas, right? Even if you look up the world's oldest forest, it will say Cairo, New York. That's the first garden. And New York is also known as the Apple State, right? The first garden of apple. You got Serpent Mound, right? The snake. Got lots of serpent worship over here. But black people descend from Asian people. Asian people. So the further you go back in black people's history, the more Asiatic they look. All black people in Africa descend from the San people. Their haplogroup is A and B. There's a paternal haplogroups. Our Native American haplogroups are maternal A, B, C, D. The first four letters of the alphabet. So the oldest people in Africa are the San people, which are an Asiatic group of people. They look like us with woolly hair, right? So all black people come from Asians, and Asians come from us. White people come from albino Dravidians. They come from black people, right? But they went down they were trapped in the middle of the earth, and they were allowed to come up to the surface about 6,000 years ago. That's why they said white people. That's when they came around. It's not when they began. It's they were sent down there, and that's where Agartha, right? They lost their color from not being on the surface world, on the roof, right? So the order of man is us. We're the oldest, right? We descend from God, and then Asians come from us. The migration happened in reverse. Black people come from Asians, and white people come from black people. White people would be the youngest. So, and here's another thing. So this being the old world, when they came over here, the reason why we were living in the Stone Age is because we survived multiple resets. We say we're in the fourth world, but we'll get into that. We lived in the garden, right? The Garden of Eden is in the Americas. So in the Garden of Eden, you didn't wear clothes. We weren't wearing clothes. When they heard us speak our languages, they thought it was a pure language. They thought it was Paleo Hebrew. It's not that. It's just an old ass language, like one of the original languages. So no clothes, no crime. Christopher Columbus talked about it, how they would ignorantly grab the sword. They didn't know what it was, right? So they wanted that forbidden knowledge. So they left the garden, right? They wore clothes. They learned makeup from the fallen angel Azazel, right? Fallen angel knowledge. So forbidden knowledge, makeup, swords, weaponry, armor, gunpowder, how to build and all that, right? So the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was tricking man into thinking he was God. Well, they're all praying to the devil and all that on that side of the world. And by the time our teachings and all that, they warped it into what it is now. It's like a game of telephone. So like Gnosticism, where all their religions stem from, is basically Sky Woman became Sophia, Yaldabaoth became, or Quetzalcoatl became Yaldabaoth, or Kukulkan became the Demiurge, right? So you can see our culture in all cultures. Indigenous culture is the mother culture of all cultures. And this is like the center of my research. This is what I talk about. So if you guys like this, go ahead and give me a follow, and please repost this.